Hey, what's up, Scott? This is a quick demo video for you for your custom Starfall saber. This is installed the Proffie that you wanted. It came with the chassis, but as you know, I went ahead and I just designed a new one, added a few features like a kill switch and some other things, and I'll show you that here in a second. You have these brass Phil Ginnis tactile switches that you provided that were made, or the hilt was made to accept these, right? So when you have this saber facing up, the switch that's on your left-hand side will be your power. The one on your right-hand side will be your auxiliary. With these switches, though, you do need to press them a bit. So if you go and you just lightly tap them, that's not going to do. You need to really kind of just give them a push, okay? You've got your blade plug in here for now. I just wanted to show you that it still sits flush. So there it is right there. We'll go ahead and take it out real quick. And then for your Neopixel connector, I gave you a V4 CC Sabers Neopixel connector in there. All right, so it's got some LEDs in there that fire up, and I'll show you that here in a second. How to get to your chassis is you just want to unscrew the handle. So we'll take this off. This is a static chassis, so you've got your Proffie board up here. It is a tight snap fit down into the shelf, but you can get to everything from right here and program it. I've got the stock font package on it for now, and then a copy of my own sound font. And then there's also a copy of the config file that I use on the SD card. All right. And then right in front of the board right here is a kill switch. Just got a Smuggler's Outpost emblem right here. You have a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. You have also a removable battery. So remember, spring side over here is the negative side of your battery. And then just some greablies that I've been trying to play around with here lately to mix my chassis up a little bit. All right. So we'll go ahead and throw a battery in. Remember, please don't put your battery in backwards. But it will snap in there and it stays in there nice and tough. You can come over here and flip your switch. You hear that boot up? That's a good sign, and we'll just go ahead and screw on your handle as tight as it goes. All right, and then come over here. Remember, the left switch when your switches are facing up is power. So this obviously is a green blade, but your LEDs are firing up. There's a nice smooth swing. The right side is your auxiliary. And I gave you twist off. All right. If you don't have one already, you will need a 7/8 inch Neopixel blade. That's what this guy takes. This looks to be this emitter piece is a piece off of a maul staff, and that's a 7/8 inch blade. All right, but just simply put your blade in there. You've got one blade retention screw right here, so go ahead and lock it down, and then we can fire it up. Saber sounds really good. It's got a wide open pommel, reminiscent of something that you would see like on a Saber Trio hilt, right? Good flash on flash. If you want blaster bolt deflex, just tap auxiliary. Or if you want blade lockup, hold it down and hit the saber. You got it right here. And then as you move the saber vertical, it moves closer down to the emitter. Now, if you want to change the color of the blade, hold down aux and hit power, and you'll hear this noise. That noise right there. All right, then we can just twist the saber, and we can go to whatever color we want. And then when you find a color you like, just tap power. Oh, now we've locked in that purple blade. And it will stay like that, and it will remember that until you change color again, right? This saber is very solid when it's all put together. And then to play your soundtrack is a long press on the power when the saber's off. Okay, and then one more long press to turn it off. Just like that. Just like that. And then the trade sound fonts will be going into the stock font package now. Just tap auxiliary.
Team C. Smooth Jedi.
You don't have to twist off.
Smooth Gray.
You can either twist it off, right? Or if you want to, you can just tap the power button. That turns it off as well.
Smooth fuzz.
A solid red blade is a really good blade to see your blaster bolt deflex. Hopefully that's picking up well on camera, as well as your blade lockup. This particular font has the blade lockup on the entire blade. Where on my font, the one that I put on here, the blade lockup is localized on the blade and it moves according to how you move the saber. All right, but when you're done with it, we'll just go ahead and loosen our blade retention screw. Pop out our blade. I'm going to put your blade plug back in here real quick. It does have a little bit of shine through, so I'm going to show you that. This blade plug will go about just under a ½ an inch past the emitter top, okay, before it hits your that PCB holder. I would just put it flush with the emitter and then lock it down. All right. You got a little bit of shine through in there, so that's really cool. And then we'll just take our handle off when we're done. And you don't have to take the battery out every time because you do have a kill switch, right? So we have this saber on and we come over here and we flip our switch. It kills everything like it should. There's no power getting to the board, and you can leave your battery in until it's time to charge it, right? Because you will eventually need to charge it. So when you do, come over from the positive side by your speaker and pop it out with your finger just like that. All right. And that's basically your custom Starfall saber. I hope that you like what I did with it. Tried hard to get this done quickly today. This came in the mail this afternoon. As soon as it came in, I sat down, I designed a chassis, printed it out. It was about a 5.5 hour print. And then as soon as it got done printing, I went to town on this guy. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. And it's my intention to get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, man.